Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered about the stars and planets twinkling above, each holding its own secrets and stories? I often find myself pulled into this cosmic dance, my imagination drifting somewhere far beyond our little blue Earth. Among all the celestial bodies, there's one that consistently captures our collective curiosity: Mars. It's a world that seems familiar and alien all at once, teasing us with whispers of ancient mysteries and future possibilities. When I think about Mars, images of rusty red deserts and towering volcanoes come to mind. It's a place with landscapes that both invite and intimidate. Picture this: endless plains of red dust stretching as far as the eye can see, with massive canyons carved into the planet's surface, like the pages of a tall tale yet to be fully read. The silence there must be profound, a quiet so deep you can almost hear the heartbeat of the universe itself. But why, you might wonder, are we so captivated by Mars? Perhaps it's because Mars feels like a cousin to our own planet, just a bit more distant, a bit more mysterious, but undoubtedly part of our cosmic family. It's a place that could, in some ways, have been another Earth. If things had gone a little differently, maybe it would be green and blue today, home to bustling creatures and vibrant ecosystems. Let's take a moment to explore what makes Mars so intriguing. Our fascination with the red planet goes back centuries, when ancient astronomers first noticed its peculiar movements across the sky. Mars doesn't just drift across the heavens like any old star. It wanders, sometimes moving backward, a dance that puzzled those early stargazers and earned it a name linked with war and chaos, the god of war in Roman mythology. And as telescopes improved, so too did our understanding, yet so many questions remained unanswered. Was there life? What lay beneath its crimson dust? I remember reading about the famous canals of Mars, lines that some believed were crafted by intelligent beings. As a kid, this idea fascinated me. The thought that someone or something else might be out there, watching and waiting, was exciting and a little bit eerie. Of course, we later found out those canals were just optical illusions, tricks of light and shadow. But they stirred our imaginations, planting seeds of curiosity that have grown into modern space exploration. Now, let's travel the timeline to the present, where Mars has become more than just a distant dot in our night sky. We've sent robotic explorers like the rovers Curiosity and Perseverance to roam its surface, snapping photos and gathering data. Think of them as our mechanical avatars, braving the harsh Martian environment to send whispers of its secrets back to us. Imagine the sound of their wheels crunching through the soil, a soft, persistent reminder that we're getting ever closer to understanding this enigmatic world. On Mars, days are only slightly longer than ours, and it has seasons too, though they're quite different from what we know. The Martian atmosphere is thin, a frail envelope of carbon dioxide that sings a lonely song as the wind whistles through canyons and over dunes. It's a world of extremes, with temperatures that can drop low enough to freeze the strongest heart. Yet every change, every harsh condition, only deepens our desire to explore further. As we continue to decipher Mars, we found signs that it wasn't always this barren. Evidence of ancient rivers and lakes suggests it might once have been warm and wet, a nurturing cradle for life. Close your eyes and imagine water flowing over those rocky surfaces, the air filled with the scent of wet stone and minerals, life teeming in hidden corners. Could tiny Martian life have once thrived there, and if so, what happened to it? These questions push scientists to dig deeper, to learn more, to keep searching. When contemplating the possibility of life beyond Earth, Mars is at the forefront of our minds. It's a tantalizing puzzle, one that combines scientific rigor with the dream of discovery. I like to think that as we reach out to Mars, we're really reaching within ourselves, asking who we are and what role we play in this vast universe. It reminds me of a camping trip I once took under a starlit sky. As I lay there, Watching shooting stars and listening to the crackle of the fire, I felt both small and infinite, part of something greater yet deeply individual. Mars has that effect on us, pulling us into its orbit of wonder and reflection. The idea of humans one day walking on Mars is no longer just a fantasy. It's a goal within reach, supported by advances in technology and our ever-growing thirst for exploration. Imagine the first footprints etched into the Martian sand, a mark of human curiosity and perseverance. Picture the view of Earth from Mars, just a tiny speck in the sky, a reminder of home and the journey from which we came. As we set our sights on future missions, we're not just exploring a planet, we're exploring possibilities. Could Mars be a second home, a place where new stories unfold and new generations thrive? Perhaps, but the journey there challenges us to think deeply about our responsibilities to each other and to our home planet. To make Mars a sanctuary, should it ever become one, requires an understanding of stewardship, of caring for both our past and our future. Mars, with its crimson allure, is more than just a scientific quest or a technical challenge. It's a bright beacon, guiding us toward the unknown, inviting us to ask what it means to be explorers in this vast universe. It challenges us to step into the unknown, to face our fears and embrace our dreams. Much like the journey of life itself, it's not just about the destination, but the discoveries we make along the way. As we continue to unveil the mysteries of Mars, we're not only uncovering the secrets of a distant planet, but also discovering the boundless potential within ourselves. Mars beckons us to look up and reach out, to dream big and aim high. It's a reminder that, although we are just one small part of the universe, we are capable of extraordinary things. And so, as we weave the story of Mars into our own, we begin to write a new chapter in the epic tale of exploration, a story of hope, resilience, and the unyielding human spirit. So there I was, staring at the night sky through my childhood telescope, when the little red dot that is Mars captured my imagination. That tiny speck seemed to promise adventures beyond my wildest dreams. Little did I know, Mars has been captivating the human imagination for centuries, with its fiery color and eerily Earth-like features. In our journey today, we'll continue to explore the incredible mysteries of Mars, expanding on what we discussed previously. So, where did we leave off? Ah, yes, the Martian atmosphere. It's fascinating because in many ways it's both similar to and different from Earth's. Mars has an atmosphere, but it's about 100 times thinner than Earth's. Imagine trying to breathe on top of Mount Everest and then think of air that's even thinner than that. And while Earth's atmosphere is rich with oxygen, Mars is mostly carbon dioxide. So if you ever find yourself on Mars, you definitely need a spacesuit to survive. I remember reading about this when I was younger and thinking, wow, if Mars has such a thin atmosphere, then how does weather work there? Turns out, Mars does have weather, dust storms to be precise. And not just any dust storms, we're talking massive, planet-wide storms that can last for months. Just think about that for a moment. Imagine a dust storm so big you can see it from space, swirling across the entire planet like a giant red tornado. These storms can even affect rovers and spacecraft trying to communicate with Earth. It's truly astonishing. Now let's talk about water. Water is a big deal when it comes to the possibility of life beyond Earth. On Mars, scientists have found evidence of ancient riverbeds and lake beds, suggesting that liquid water once flowed on the surface. Recently, they've even discovered salty liquid water droplets on the Martian surface. Not quite the clean, sparkling lakes we might imagine, but it's a start. This tantalizing find keeps scientists excited about the potential for discovering signs of past life. What about those strange dark streaks we've seen on Martian slopes? They're called recurring slope lineae, and they might be seasonal flows of water. These streaks appear during warmer months and fade when it gets cooler, like nature's own little calendar. As we gaze at Mars through our telescopes, we're reminded that exploring this planet is like piecing together an ancient puzzle. It's an adventure that takes us back in time, revealing secrets of not only another world, but also of our own planet's history. Now, speaking of history, Mars has some massive volcanoes, much larger than anything we see on Earth today. Olympus Mons, for instance, is about 13 miles high. That's nearly 3 times the height of Mount Everest. Just picture that colossal, ancient volcano standing silent under the Martian sky. It hasn't erupted for millions of years, but its presence still looms large, testament to the planet's fiery past. As we delve deeper into these mysteries, it's clear that Mars is a world of contrasts and surprises. It's both familiar and alien, barren yet intriguing. And even though we have learned so much, there's still so much waiting to be uncovered. By continuing to explore Mars, we not only learn about the red planet itself, but also about the possibility of life elsewhere and our own place in the universe. It makes me wonder, as I hope it does you, what other secrets the universe holds, just waiting for us to discover them. In our next episode, we'll delve into the ongoing missions exploring this fascinating world and discuss what they hope to uncover. Until then, keep looking up and dreaming big, because who knows what wonders we might find next in the vastness of space.